Hello again, it's the Reverend Ken Houston here from St Peter's Church on the Antrim Road in Belfast. I'm recording this on the 29th of April 2020, the 40th day of our self-isolation. We hear a lot in the media about false news or fake news being propagated by politicians and others who want to promote their own ideas and opinions and to persuade or frighten people into believing that what they are hearing is the truth, and thus causing them to revise the ideas that they had previously held to be the truth. Simply, perhaps there was malicious intent, or perhaps it was simply that which these propagators would actually believe. And we used to call this propaganda. In a court of law, a witness is required to swear or affirm that they will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I saw a movie once in which a witness refused to use the word truth in his affirmation, saying instead, "I affirm that I will honestly describe the observations I have made and the opinions I have formed." In other words, what he was saying was that there is no universal truth. There are simply observations and opinions. Now this made me think, are we really telling the truth when we give an opinion on what we have observed? Or are we just giving our version of the truth, our opinion on what we have observed? Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to death, famously asks Jesus, "What is truth?" And of course, Jesus previously in his teaching had said, "I am the truth." History is littered with instances when religious wars have been fought between powerful rulers because they disagreed about what the truth is. My truth is the truth, and yours is heresy. I wonder, are we still like this sometimes? In the early 17th century, the prevailing worldview was that the earth stood still and the sun went round the earth. We call that a geocentric model of the solar system. The Roman Catholic Church at the time quoted the Bible to prove this. But based on astronomical observations, the astronomer Galileo said that this was wrong and that it was the other way round. The sun was at rest while the earth went round it. A heliocentric solar system. And the outcome of Galileo's dispute was that the Roman Inquisition investigated the matter and declared that Galileo was a heretic, and he was forced to recant. We know from history that Galileo was more or less right. In Tudor England, depending on the religion of the monarch, the Church of England wobbled between being Protestant and then being Catholic under Mary, and then back to being Protestant again under Elizabeth. But Elizabeth was more accommodating. She allowed people to hold different views. For example, regarding the doctrine of transubstantiation, she famously said, "'Twas God the Word that spake it, he took the bread and brake it, and what the Word did make it, that I believe and take it." In other words, it's up to individuals to decide what to believe without seeking to force their view on others. And Anglicanism is still a bit like that, though it does cause some falling out between member churches. Observations and opinions. Well, what observations can we make about Easter and the resurrection? What do we observe? What do we hear? What can we read? Well, first of all, there is the biblical record of eyewitness accounts. Secondly, there is the account of the coming of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost and the birth of the church. Thirdly, there is the enduring presence of the church for over 2,000 years, despite the best endeavours of some rulers and societies to rub it out. Our own society might succeed if we are not on our guard. And then finally, there is the personal experience of the reality of God. These observations lead me to the opinion that Christ rose from the dead and still lives among us through the Holy Spirit. And so this becomes the Christian's credo, that which we believe. In so believing, we have faith that our belief is the truth, my truth, a universal truth. Others are free to form a different opinion, and so their truth might be to not believe in Jesus and not to accept the observations that I have made and the opinion I have come to. The mission of the church is to live our lives so that we will persuade non-believers that our truth is the truth, Jesus Christ, and so that they too may come to believe. Keep well and stay safe, and I'll see you again next week, God willing.